Cheers, my thrifting friends. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. We are going to check out this Salvation Army. And listen, if you're here watching, then that means that you love collectibles, thrifting, decorating our homes with beautiful things, collecting beautiful things. So that's what my mission is, as usual. Did I lock my car? I feel like I did. Okay, now I'm sure. Anyway, it's a freezing cold day, but that's okay. We are on the run up to Christmas. Are you guys ready? Do you have everything you need? Have you done everything you need to do? We're pretty ready. We're almost ready. But that doesn't mean I can't take a quick break and check out some treasures. Hopefully we find some treasures. Manifesting some really nice things for my home goods room. You know, we're in the last week of selling Christmas, so I'm going to be having to restock it with everything home goods related. So hopefully we can find some light new, really beautiful things to put in there in a week or two. Let's go. This store is definitely known for having really good furniture, so I headed right back to where that is and instantly saw these two like shelves, especially this one, this wall cabinet. Very much in style right now. It's a big piece, but let me see how much it is. Ooh, $21.99. That's too much. That's what I would sell it for in my own store. Too bad, because that's something that is really in demand right now, but not for that much. This actually looked more like an organizer you would put in your garage or something. So $15 for that. That's crazy. Yeah, that was really beat up. It had wheels on it. It kind of looked like something you would use for storage in a basement or something. All right, let's take a walk around. Let's see what else they might have. Just these really old dressers. Wow, they wanted $30 for that. That's crazy. This one, they started at $59. They're down to $39. Wow, these prices have jumped tremendously on furniture at this store. Kind of crazy. Oh, wow, look at this telescope for stargazing. I love stuff like that. Have any of you guys ever been to like a observatory? I definitely have when I was in college. It was so much fun. Let's see. Can we see anything in this? Can we see? I wish I could see all of you guys. That would be cool. Actually, oh, geez, it's coming apart. Let me put that back in very carefully. Let me put the cover on it and let me not touch it anymore. All right. I never saw lamps on a skid like this before. I don't know why they had them like this, but yeah, let's get a closer look and see if there's anything here that has any value on it. But I do not see much here. Yeah, nothing there catching my eye. Wow, this was an oldie but goodie, but the $60 they wanted for it was really high. Again, these prices were kind of eye-watering today. I mean, I realize these are very collectible, but it's such a niche market. $60 in a Salvation Army feels really high for that. It was very cool to look at, though, for sure. All right, these copper molds, I've been seeing a lot of influencers use them in their home decor. I don't know, I can't really get on the trend. I've never really liked it. And I mean, you shouldn't follow every single trend. If something is not appealing to you, then, you know, your heart's not in it and that will show. So I left that behind, but I do see a lot of influencers decorating with those copper molds. So there was one there. Look, another ice cream sundae glass. I don't know why I'm so drawn to these right now. I don't know if it's because we're in the middle of winter and I'm wishing for summer, but I keep seeing them everywhere and I think they're really cool. I don't know if these ivy glasses are false graft or not. I didn't even bother to look them up. They had quite a few of them though. So if you were a collector of that pattern, you were going to be in luck. These were funny just because they were 2000 Manilium. So that stuff is kind of getting a little collectible. It's got enough years on it now. They were really heavy. These were not plastic. They were a very heavy glass. It was kind of weird to see such a high quality piece for the year 2000. That's kind of funny. I normally don't go, oh my God, $12.97. $12.97 for the 3 pieces. That's crazy. I was going to say, I normally don't go for painted wine glasses, but for sure, I'm not going for those. Woo. This was a very beautiful vase. It was very heavy, and I really loved that cobalt glass. It was a good price, $3.95. That's perfect. I loved the cobalt and the gold, but I think I really need to check it carefully for any flaws. Yep, there's the flaw right there. Big chip. What a shame. Oh, that was such a beautiful vase. I love the cobalt and gold. I hated to put that back. That made me sad. What a beautiful desk. I was taking a turn and decided to go and look in the furniture one more time. This is gorgeous. I love the painting on this. What a lovely piece. Those are wisteria vines. I have a wisteria. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is somebody's like teenage scribbling. This is so cute. I would have a really hard time letting go of this if this was in my family. Oh my goodness. I wonder why this person let that go. Well, anyway, no one's bought it for $79.49. Now it's down to $29. Oh my God. Can you believe they started this desk off at $79? What were they thinking? That's crazy. But it is very beautiful. I love the painting on it. Look at the beautiful hand painting. That definitely was done by, somebody that was very talented. I love that with the white, all that beautiful, work on the edge work there. The molding work, that was gorgeous. All right, let's go back over to the lamps. Wow, $19.99. These are like Hobby Lobby prices for these lamps. That's really crazy. I'm not sure why these prices are getting so high. $12.99 for that kind of seashore one. That's not that bad, but none of these shades are usable. I mean, when you look at the shades on these lamps, they're all really beat up and stained. You'd have to get a new shade. So, all right, let's see if there's anything in the mirrors that might be good for resale, but I do not see. I normally do well with smaller mirrors, like mid-sized, small. They can be wood framed. They can be metal framed. I do well with all different types of mirrors, but not usually these really, really big ones. These are not very popular. So we're going to leave those today. All right, welcome to the Salvation Army Art Gallery, as I call it. This was a really beautiful piece. I loved the subject matter of all the hummingbirds. It looks like it was an estate sale or a tag sale, but they want $7.97 for this. So we passed. That's what I would sell it for, not much more. And it looks like the price on it was maybe like wherever it was trying to be sold, tag sale, church rummage sale. Looked like it had a $5 sticker on it. So if somebody didn't want it there for $5, highly unlikely someone's going to pick it up in the Salvation Army either. It just wasn't that collectible. It wasn't that nice. They had a really old piece here. Looks like it's from the 70s. And they wanted $49.99 for that. That is crazy. Wow. I'm having this like anxiety moment for the pricing in here today. I don't know what is going on with this place, but yeah, I don't understand. I don't do well with memo boards anymore. That's just another tip. People are using their phones now. They don't really use memo boards. Old Homestead. There we go. $5. So it was probably in a church tag sale, church rummage sale. Didn't sell for $5. Probably didn't even sell for $2.50 when they had their half off. But Salvation Army's going to try to get $7.97 for it. That's crazy. It was a beautiful frame. That's what really attracted me to this. I normally don't get things that say stuff, but that frame was really thick and really heavy. But not for $7.97. We're going to leave that. And we're going to keep looking. Most of what I'm seeing here is all modern or not desirable pieces, juvenile pieces from kids' rooms, and just mass-produced dollar store type stuff. So we passed on the art. All right, this broke my heart because this bunny was so cute. It was a good price for what it was because it was a really large piece. So $5.99 was reasonable for that. I almost took it, but then when I got a good close look at the flowers, you can see that they have lots of damage on them. I was so sad because this was perfect for Easter. This is exactly the type of thing that I try to carry in my store. Unique, bigger pieces, very whimsical, but she was broken. I had to leave her. This caught my eye, but then when I realized it was a $3 Dollar General piece and it was still $3 in Salvation Army, I left it. And then it looks like somebody donated a bunch of possibly catering stuff. It was like aluminum or stainless catering pieces, like gravy boat-ish type pieces. And then there was this banana. I don't know for $2.97 what this banana was all about with the catering stuff, but maybe someone had a big collection of aluminum fruit. I don't know. Stainless steel fruit. Never seen that before, but we left it. And just hoping that these shelves might be giving me something. I love the seashore theme of that, but not for $3. This definitely caught my eye, though. This was a substantial piece of glass. It was only $3.99. Perfect. And I think I recognize it. I'm not quite sure if this is Indiana glass or... I don't think it's Anchor Hawking. I think it might be Indiana, but even though it's amber glass, I'm going to grab it because it's really big and it was a great price. Pioneer Woman can do well for me. This was $2.95. It can do okay, but this piece was kind of, I think it was a utensil jar and it just had some nicks on it and stuff, so I did leave it. Usually though, Pioneer Woman I can do pretty good with, like if I find like teapots, pots and pans, and larger baking dishes, I do well with Pioneer Woman. But it's still sold now, so you have to really watch that pricing. All right, I do not normally do platters, but this one really caught my eye. It was only $2.97, and I just loved it. It was so pretty. I'm sorry that this is backwards on here. I forgot to flip my camera, but that said made in Italy. And I just figured, you know what? I think I'm going to get this for myself. I can see myself using this. And I just love those red flowers. Very on brand for me. It just speaks to me. I loved it. All right. I found this piece of artwork hiding in the shelves. In the knickknack shelves. I was hoping maybe somebody priced it a little lower because it definitely was cute. But no, it was $7.97. Yeah. Nope. So we passed on that. Again, I'm sorry my camera is in reverse. I made a mistake on the settings. My bad. It said Home Sweet Home. All right. These are the false graft holly. I think it's holly. These were $12.97 for that stack. That is a lot. And if you look really closely, I think the camera is picking it up. It had a lot of crazing on it. Look in the center of the plate. It had a lot of this gray crazing on it. So these had been heavily used and dishwashered and were not in good condition. So that was crazy. That was really crazy. We left those, but that's too bad. That's a very collectible pattern from False Graft during the holidays. I only have one piece of it. I have a 3-piece little tea light set I showed you guys. So again, we're looking at Easter. It's the next holiday coming up. This was $2.99. I almost got it, but it just didn't have enough. I don't know. It was too small. It didn't really speak to me, so I left it. I really wanted that other bunny that had the damage on the flowers, which was so sad. Here is another bunny. And this one also has damage. Ugh. Not good. A lot of damaged stuff here today. You got to really look everything over really carefully. Again, with an eye towards spring. That's way too much money. That was $5. It was just a little tiny plant pot. I mean, it didn't have any damage, but it was way too expensive. This would have to be like 50 cents or $1 for me to grab it because I would sell it for $5. All right, I never usually look at the records, but this New England sleigh ride really caught my eye. It was super cute. Really looked very New England, very traditional. I have never been on a sleigh ride, so fun fact, but I have been on, let me not say that. I've been on a sleigh ride, but not with horses. I've been on one with husky dogs. My husband bought us a husky dog run adventure in Vermont a few years ago. It was an amazing experience. I highly recommend. Yeah, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I really loved the birds on this slate, but it was $4.99. That's what I would sell it for, or close to that. So we left it, but I was really admiring the beautiful artwork. This was really well done by Alice. Good job, Alice. All right, and then I figured I would just show the Christmas trees they had available just to see their pricing. So these were $49. I mean, that's not that bad. These were in good shape. They were good sizes. This one was $59. And then the last one they had in the corner was $89. I was like, all right, now we're just talking. These are more than what you could get them for half off, brand new. So, all right, well, that was super disappointing. I hardly ever come out of these places without a lot of stuff. I mean, I have a few things, but not at all good. So sad. That's such a sad feeling when you go thrifting and nothing was good and everything they had was really overpriced. I would have definitely picked up a few more things, but they're just out of control, especially the artwork. Everything I looked at was like $8, $9, $10, $11. Some things in there were priced more than what they didn't sell for pricing at like a tag sale or even new. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I've been definitely, no wonder I go to Savers so much. They definitely send you way more promotional, like digital coupons, and yeah, they have way better stuff. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see anything happen to our Salvation Armies. I think they do a really good job, but not today they didn't. That's all right. Let's get my little bag home here. Maybe I'll stop it somewhere else on the way home. We'll see, but let's get on home and clean up what I did get and show you what I got. It's show and tell time. Okay, I am back. It's a few days later, but boy, is it a bright, beautiful, sunny day. The temperatures have gotten a lot warmer here in New England. And by a lot warmer, I mean it's above freezing by like a degree, which is fine. We'll take it. We're supposed to get really nice weather at the end of the week though. Anyway, I remember leaving this Salvation Army feeling disappointed, but now that I'm looking at the stuff that I got, I actually did get a couple really cute things. So I'm not as disappointed as the initial feeling I had when I first left the store. But let me show you the linens first. So I picked up 2 sets of balances, and this is the first set, and this is 100% my style. This is a Waverly pattern. Very beautiful. There was only 2 of these, so I picked up 2 of these Waverly balances. They were $2 for the set, and let's see if I can find the Waverly. There we go. It's called Waverly Garden Room, which would be my dream if I had a sunroom and I completely decorated it in Waverly. That would be amazing. But what I do have is I have 2 bedrooms on our first floor here, and they were an addition. So we don't use them as bedrooms. We just put them onto the house for the house to be really resellable, to add value for resale. One bedroom we use as like an extra pantry room. It's such an extravagance. I realize that. The other side was my office. And my husband has his own office upstairs. Again, we have 2 bedrooms upstairs too. So the smaller bedroom upstairs, my husband is using for like gaming and his own office. But I was having a lot of trouble in my own office down here with the internet connection because I was using Wi-Fi. And upstairs is where we have our Ethernet connection. So long story short, my husband was like, come on up here, join me. Let's have our offices together. Because I only use it just for the desk. I don't do any filming in there or anything. So he's like, come on up. I'll hardwire you into the internet too. And your YouTube stuff is going to be going so much faster for you. And that's exactly what he did. So that leaves me with an empty room. So over this Christmas break, we are going to repair the paint walls in there, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and just hang these balances up in there. I have this really inexpensive kind of light blocking panels in there now, which I absolutely dread. They have no style. They're not me at all. This is totally me. And yeah, so we're going to fix the paint in there, the ceiling, the walls have some issues. And then I'm not sure what we're going to use the room for. I might just actually leave it empty, or actually I might use it for storage. And the kind of storage I mean is like linens and stuff, but I don't want to purchase any more furniture. We are going to be moving from this house probably in about 3 years, no longer than that. So within the next 3 years, we're going to be selling this house. So I was thinking about getting storage. I saw some stuff online, and it's like, they're like these plastic bins, but they're really pretty, and they have doors that open in the front and that's this kind of thing. But they're modular, and you can use them to actually, like when you move, you can just leave them as is. You can disassemble it. Like usually they're stacked like 3 or 4 high, but you can just disassemble them and literally use them as moving boxes as well. So that sounds like what I need. And I do need storage for my linens. I don't really have a linen closet right now. I just pack things into their original plastic containers, like, comforters and pillows and things like that. So I'd love to have a place to actually put those proper and look sort of decent while they're here. But anyway, there's a big desk in this room. It's a big L desk, and I've already given it away on the Buy Nothing site of my town. And someone's going to be picking that up on the 23rd. And so the room will be empty. So we're going to refurbish it, at least put up some nice tiered curtains in there, and see what else we get up to for making it into good use. And I can't wait to do that, that renovation in that room. So this is the room that I was talking about, and I went ahead and just put up one valance. I'm going to totally wash these and press them out so that this ruffle, lays properly. But I just wanted to show you, get the idea. This is the desk that we're giving away. It's a really huge L-shaped desk. I don't need this kind of desk for the YouTube work that I do, and I'm not doing anything else professionally, working from home. So we gave it away to this man who does work professionally from home, and he needs a desk, and so we're gonna give him this. This is the trunk that you guys saw me get like a week or 2 ago. I showed it in one of my videos, so that looks perfect there. But I'm gonna get some kind of storage for this corner. That's gonna be for my linens. These are the curtains I did have in here when I used to work in here. They're just these very inexpensive, available anywhere, kind of light blocker, which I don't really want a light blocker because we have a beautiful yard. And it's 100% private, so a valance is really all we need. This is some like linen type artwork I have in here. I think it's beautiful, very gardeny. I'm not in love with these shadow box shelf things. I might get rid of those, but anyway, I just wanted to show you this is what I meant by putting up the valances. I think that it's a really cute look in the room. Ignore the air conditioner. We should have taken that out this year, but we didn't. But I think that valance will look really good in both windows, and to be determined what we do further with the space once this desk is gone. Hopefully I can figure out some kind of storage that will be useful to us now and in the future. I did pick up 2 last-minute Christmas items that were super inexpensive, so I figured let me just grab these and put them for sale in my store in case anybody might want them. This was 99 cents. It's like a whitewashed wooden tree. To me, this looks very Scandinavian. I thought it was really cute, so I'll put that in the store. And then I love this piece. It was only $1, and it was a crocheted tree skirt. Is this not the most loveliest granny core little tree skirt? I think it's so darling and so pretty. Someone's gonna fall in love with this. I'm sure everybody's got their trees up and stuff, but maybe if someone has like an extra tree, not their main tree, but maybe they have one in their bedroom or they have one in a sitting area that they just need a little skirt for, I think this would be perfect. So as I said, the room adjacent to it, because there are 2 bedrooms that go down this long hallway, and I'll show you, has the same thing going on. They're this very inexpensive, drab, light blocking panels that I just threw them up. They have no sense of any style. So I figured, well, let's put up some pretty tiered curtains in that side too. I mean, yeah, let's do that. So these were also there, and these are a darker kind of pattern, this beautiful tapestry. Let me fold this in half. So there's 3 of these, and they're not as long, I should say. So I think I'm going to cut one of them in half and maybe just sew up the ends to make it nice and neat so that each valance is a little more full. There's only 2 windows in the room, so I might just cut one of these in half just like this and use it, you know, with the other panel. But I love this. I don't know if this has a maker on it. I don't see one. So I don't know what brand this is, but it's a very pretty, very me, gorgeous tapestry pattern. I love it. And it's got a scalloped edge. So I think this will go pretty in the pantry room. And we do have some really pretty pantry cabinets. They're all white, and one side of the pantry cabinets I use for storage of decor, and the other side I use for storage of pantry items like all of our dry goods. So yeah, I think we're gonna fix up that room too. I think the walls in that room are totally fine. I don't think we need to make any repairs. It's just the hallway and the old office. We do need to make some painting repairs. But so I'm gonna put these panels in the pantry room. I know I swore off platters. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more platters. They never sell really well for me, but I couldn't resist this. It was so beautiful. It was made in Italy. It's just my style. I probably will keep this for myself because I just love the vibrant, beautiful red flowers. I don't know what kind of flower this might be. I'm thinking this is a geranium. These look like geraniums to me, maybe. Anyway, it was $2.97. which is an excellent price, and it's handcrafted in Italy just for me. And I absolutely love that red flower. Very much on brand for me. I love the femininity and the beauty of this Italian made platter. I can just picture a lot of my homemade pastas on here. Yeah, I think I would enjoy cooking and serving with this myself. So it brings me a lot of joy. I think it's a really pretty piece, and I love that it's made in Italy. I did pick up one piece of collectible glass, and it's this bowl, this amber glass. I think this might be Indiana glass. I'm not sure. I'll put here whatever I find. I think this is Indiana glass, and it's this really large fruit bowl in the shape of like a grape cluster. Wow, that's pretty. I haven't really cleaned it up that much, but it was $3.99. And I really like the design. I mean, I realize this glass is not that popular, so $3.99 is the most I would pay for this because I wouldn't sell it for much more in my store as it is. But it's a really pretty piece for people who want to collect this color glass, and it is vintage. I mean, it's an authentic vintage piece. It's a nice big piece. And I totally think that somebody would definitely like this. I mean, I realize it would probably be more popular around the autumn time because of its amber color. But yeah, I always pick up, if it's a nice, big, substantial piece like this, I'm going to grab it for the store. And I think it's going to look really pretty in a display. I kind of forgot that I had grabbed this ginger jar. That's what I meant by when I started this little haul, that I was like, I remember leaving the store feeling a little disappointed, but I was like, oh wait, I forgot I grabbed this. So anyway, this is a beautiful ginger jar, and it's an ironstone one. It's made in England. It's called Mason's Fruit Basket. Made in England. That's the back stamp. And I did pay, I think, oh yeah, I paid $10 for it. You can see the little price tag there, but I do think this is quite lovely for an ironstone piece. I think this looks really, really, really just lush, you know, like very English, very lush. I don't know if I'm gonna, I mean, I should sell this. Look at the pattern on the top of it. It's so beautiful. It's got that like red transfer wear look to it, and a really beautiful design, and it's rare to find them with their covers. You just almost always find them like this, and people think they're just regular vases, and it's like, no, they're ginger jars. They're supposed to have a cover. Oh, Miss Mina. Hello, Mina. Oh, you guys can't see her. She's over here going, when are we going to go for a walk, Mommy? All right, I'm almost done, sweetheart. We'll go for a walk. She's bored. Okay, that's okay. We'll go for a walk. She's been watching me clean the house all day. I should be a cleaning channel. I've been going at it for like 3 hours, and the place looks amazing. But yeah, I said, nope, I got to sit down and do my little haul so that I can show everybody what I got. But anyway, I really love that pattern too. Oh my God, you guys tell me, should I keep this or should I sell this? I don't have room for stuff like this. I shouldn't be keeping this. This is perfect to sell. They're going to have a fight up there. they're above me. I have stairs above me because this is like a cathedral ceiling. So there's stairs up there and they're up there fighting. Hear them? They're fighting. Hey, you guys. Shh. All right. It's like having kids. It's really. Okay. Anyway, tell me what you think. Should I keep this? Should I sell this? I'm really tempted. I think it's a really beautiful piece, but I think somebody would like really love it and enjoy it. So more than likely, I'm going to bring this into the store. What do you guys think? All right, and then two other little pieces I grabbed were this little duck. It's like a porcelain, I guess a little porcelain hook thing. I would just put like pot holders on it or something like that, but it's really pretty. It was only $3. And it hangs on the wall. And I don't know if the goose thing is still happening, but it was neutral. It was white. It was $3. I think it's something I could easily sell. It's very charming. I can picture somebody wanting to put this in their kitchen in a little nook and then hanging like maybe shopping bags off of it or your couple little towels or maybe your pot holders. Just something really cute. I thought that was cute. And then I also grabbed a planter. I've said to you guys many times, this was $3.99. Whenever I find modern planters, I always grab them for house plants. I sell these in my store very quickly. I can't keep them in stock. I just sold probably 3 or 4 of them last week. So yeah, especially with the new year coming, house plants is a thing in January and February. It's what keeps us sane here in New England or any place north that you are with a lot of snow. I know I really focus on my house plants. I tend to really spend a lot of time taking care of them in the winter. More so in the summer because they're my only thing of plants. You know, if you're a green thumb and you love gardening, it keeps you sane. But anyway, I grabbed this. It was a really good price and I'm going to have this for sale in my store next week. All right. And then the last thing I picked up, I kind of forgot about this too. I saw this. It was on the floor in their furniture area. So maybe someone else had already looked at it and then decided they didn't want it, but it was on the floor. It was actually right when I first walked in. So when you see the footage of me looking at that nice shelf that was really overpriced, this was on the floor near that. So that's when I grabbed this. But this was marked $3.99. I think that's a great price for this. And it's this really elegant candelabra. It's very elegant. I think it's beautiful. I absolutely love this. What I'm trying to say is when I grabbed the chandelier at the church tag sale earlier this year that I have in my dining room over my table that's got all the, crystals on it, I was torn. I was thinking about getting something very minimal and kind of colonial like this because this is a very beautiful design that can, mix in with any decor. But then I ended up getting the electrified, chandelier one, which I absolutely love and I wouldn't trade. It looks perfect there. But this is missing the rest of its chain. I don't know if that's important or not. The little link here is just kind of, I don't know, it's just got one link. So if you really need longer of a chain, you'd have to try to figure something out. But I thought this was so beautiful, so elegant, and someone is going to absolutely love this. If they're looking for such a piece for their dining room area, I think this would be perfect. I'm sure someone's going to absolutely love it. All right, welcome back. More cooking. All right, so in our trip around the world, not really the world, but like our backgrounds, we've cooked a lot of Polish food, which John is Polish, and we've cooked those French madeleines. My mom is French Canadian, but now we're going to cook some Italian food. All right, I don't know. Okay, we won't get into it, but I definitely have Italian in my background, and love Italian food. And yeah, so today we're going to eat some of this for dinner tonight, but we're also going to save some for Christmas Day at my parents' house. So we're going to be making this recipe, and it's ravioli, and it's meat ravioli. Now, this is over the top extra, but it's not a ton of work. I mean, it is work, it's work, but it's going to be so worth it because you will never have tasted ravioli like this in your life. But once you make it, you're going to be like, why am I eating this frozen ravioli? This makes no sense. Okay, so let me get into exactly what we're doing here. And with the meat, first you have to prepare the meat and then the dough. So we've been slow cooking the meat, but let me show you what we've done so far. Now we're going to put it on slow cook, low. That's good. Oh boy. Okay, so this is going to be a meat ravioli recipe. Again, it's for Christmas, so it's super special. So let's see, John, what meat did you pick up for this?
Well, the recipe called for chuck, but I didn't want to get a huge piece of chuck, so we actually bought a steak, like a regular London broil, but like a small one.
Yep.
And then to balance out how dry those are, we got a nice pork shoulder, which they always glisten. We'll remove that, but we need it right now.
Yep, just to cook it down.
Yep. So we have the nice lean London broil and a nice juicy pork shoulder cooking together with a nice Sauvignon Blanc. And
you can use red wine for this as well. So the recipe is, looking for red wine, but if you don't have it on hand, you're just looking for that rich flavor.
There's two sides in the pot. You got the red and the white here.
Yep,
so
you got pork and beef.
You can use whatever you want.
You can use whatever you want. We did add, as you guys saw in the footage, there was garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, salt, pepper. So you need to stew this down, but this is just about ready. It's almost ready. It should be ready now. So this has been in the crock pot for 4.5 hours. We woke up early and started this. And so what's going to happen is that we're going to let this cool down, and then John's going to grind it all up, and we're going to add some breadcrumbs and some eggs, and we're going to form little meatballs with it. And that's what goes inside each one of the ravioli dough pockets are these little meatballs. And you'll see how we put it all together. And then I'm going to make the actual raviolis. Now, to do this recipe right, you really should get yourself 00 flour. It's a special kind of flour that is it's milled. It's more finely milled, so it's more suitable for pasta. Don't let it stop you. If you get inspired and all you have is regular flour in your house today, make the damn pasta with regular flour. It's still going to be a million times better than anything frozen and purchased. So I'm going to make enough for us to have for dinner tonight, and we're going to freeze, just like we did for the pierogi. We're going to freeze these ravioli, and then we're going to heat them up. We'll probably just bring them in a baking dish to my parents' house, and they'll just have to, put it in their oven for a few minutes. But yeah, so we're going to have this literally beef pork ravioli. It's extravagant, but it's so delicious, so worth it. So, okay, let's put these meatballs together right now. So it's time to make the meat filling for the raviolis. We do not have a meat grinder, so we're going to use the food processor. John said that it's going to turn out no problem. So the meat has really cooled down quite a bit. And here we go. We got to grind it first. of the meatballs, the filling for the ravioli. And they smell so good. Now don't forget, these are already cooked. This is already cooked meat. So yeah, it smells delicious. So I'm gonna roll out the dough now, and then each one of these little meatballs is gonna be the filling for the ravioli, and we're gonna use a ravioli cutter like this. So enjoy the dough show. So for the sauce tonight, we're actually going to use, remember these, you guys? If you've been watching our channel for a while, we canned our tomatoes earlier, obviously this year, like August, September. So we're going to crack one of these open, and this is the sauce we're going to have for our ravioli, our own tomato sauce. All right, we're going to get ready to cook these. This is what they look like. So we got quite a bit. I actually have some meatballs left over, a small amount. So we just put them in the freezer. So we're going to boil these up. Some of them we're going to eat tonight. We're ready to go. And some of them, most of them, we're going to keep for Christmas Day. Now, I did put the sauce, if you want to push that pan over there.
Which one? This one?
It's in here.
This one.
Yeah. Yay, look at that. So that's our sauce as we canned it. So we're not going to do anything else with it. We're just going to have it as we canned it. That's better. That's better, Light, right there. Perfect. And we're waiting for our water to boil. And yeah, we're going to have ourselves a delicious homemade ravioli dinner. I'm telling you, you have to try this. I know they're going to be amazing. These meatballs are going to be amazing in these raviolis, but we'll leave them covered up until our water is actually boiling, and then we're going to go ahead and finish cooking them. So we like to put a little bit of cheese on it hot, and then put the sauce, and then a little more cheese. But it's up to you how you like yours.
If you want the cheese to stick to the pasta, do it while it's hot.
Yep. Of course, we got our wine glasses ready. We bought a fresh wedge of, I believe, Parmigiano, or is it Parmigiano?
No, it's 18-month-old Parmesan.
Wow, we're going all out. Wow, that looks amazing.
So that you don't mind the storm that we had today.
Yeah, I know. We had to snowblow the driveway, so we feel we have worked up the adequate calorie burning appetite. So I picked up these vintage glasses. A long time ago, before I was making videos, I found these glasses. I usually don't like hand-painted glasses, but these were so beautiful with the grape clusters. I said, no, I think I'm going to take those. All right, and then we have our own sauce. Yeah, that's what you need on these raviolis.
Yep, nice big chunks of garlic and tomato.
And again, it's as we canned it. We didn't do anything else to it. We're just heating it up and having it. It's a very much a chunky garden style sauce. But you can use whatever sauce you like. But for us, it's definitely homemade all the way. Bring mine over. Or maybe that one was mine. I don't know.
That one was yours.
Okay.
The one with the nice garlic clove.
All right. So this one is yours.
For people going, what difference does it make? I put in the crushed red pepper and a little cheese on the bottom of the bowl before I put the pasta
Yeah,
on.
his has a little more spice to it than mine does. He likes his pasta
Other than
spicy.
that, it certainly doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'm going to hit this one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like a lot of sauce for sure. All right. Maybe we'll put a little more cheese on top of this for sure.
Can't hurt.
Nope, can't hurt. All right, we can't think of a better way to end a snowy day in Italian style. Homemade ravioli with beef and pork filling, nice glass of wine, our own homemade tomato sauce. Yeah, this is the life. Now, this is what we have for Christmas Day. We're going to be freezing that amount. Plenty to have at my parents' house with John's parents as well. So we're looking forward to that. But we're going to taste test these tonight. Make sure that they're delicious. I'm sure they are. All right, try the recipe for yourself. I'll link it below. All right, well, that was everything in my little small haul. I consider this a small haul for me because I normally walk away with more than a dozen items. I am buying for my own store, not just myself. So I tend to buy a little bit more, but they were really not, they weren't giving, but I think I still got some really nice things, and most of it I'm going to bring to the store to sell. I think I'm just keeping the platter out of all these things. Oh, and the linens, the balances. I do love those very much. So yeah, that's everything I have. Hopefully you enjoyed shopping with me, and hopefully you enjoyed watching John and I make our Italian raviolis. They came out amazing. It's a very traditional recipe, and don't be afraid to try it. And if you don't want to get fancy with braising the meat, don't. Just use ground meat. But just try it on your own. Try something different, and then savor the results, because they were absolutely delicious, the ones we ate that night, and I know the ones we bring to my parents' house for Christmas are going to be outstanding. I really can't wait to share them with everybody. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe so you can see when I upload my content, and give me a thumbs up if you really enjoy my content. My channel is growing. That makes me so happy, and I can't wait to upload my videos every week. It makes me really happy to share all of my. Oh, Miss Mina, she's back. She's like, Mommy, when are we going to go for a walk? All right. You want to say hello? There you go. Oh, she's such a good girl. Okay, but she's barely containing herself. She wants to really go for a walk. It's a beautiful day. It's getting a lot warmer out there. Anyway, yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my content, and I will see you again real soon. Take it easy now. We're getting ready for the holiday. Don't overdo it. Enjoy this time. Savor the days running up to the holiday. It's the best time of the year. So take a little time for yourself and your family, and I will see you again real soon in my next video. Bye.